It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Dragons and the Falcons. Trueno Tuiasosopo, the left-hander out of Hawaii, will be doing the pitching. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's not an easy thing to do in this league to strike guys out. This guy's coming close to getting 2,000 career strikeouts. That's a pretty big milestone. You have to wonder if he's warming up, thinking and realizing that he's not that far away from that magic number of 2,000 Ks.
He's set and the pitch. Bryce Lewis is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at our home nine as they take the field here today. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last two in a row.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now that's playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on them this afternoon on the road?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at bat's going to win this one.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Stepping in, Sam Quintero. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Ball 1. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing it. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Tatum, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
An interesting stat about this guy. Coming into this game, right-handed hitters are hitting below 200 on the season for him as the starting pitcher. So he must be doing something right when he's facing the righties.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0. Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They come in winners of 2 straight, and a swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Oh, not fooled one bit by the changeup as he smokes this one to deep left field. That one will not be coming back. A home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. Number 10 for him on the year, and they've taken a 1-run lead.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it through early in the game, and he does just that. Blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
So now to the plate, Theo Rice. Wang moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Batting third.
And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look up and down this lineup. One thing jumps out, a lot of guys with some quality batting averages. They find themselves in the top third of the league in batting average, and that usually bodes well. As the season gets long, if you can keep your approach, usually leads to winning games.
Fouled away. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Lamb will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Batting fourth, no outfielder, Jeffrey Bellamy.
Standing in, Jeffrey Bellamy. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. First offering on its way. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Wang is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. New inning set to get underway, and here comes the first baseman, Frankie Fernandez. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss. A little too anxious there. 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Liner in there for a base hit. The throw into second, and he'll get in there safely. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Into the box now, Douglas Lamb. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Bellamy is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Into the box, Omar Valido. 0-1 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Shinji Sasaki is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Fernandez at second with 2 down. Pulled toward right center field. Hamby is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Now to the plate, Rodney Myers, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. Sent on the ground out to second, and that is through into right field for a single.
The right fielder, number 54.
Standing in now, Blake Hamby. Turned on down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Pitch out, nothing doing. Now the 1-1 pitch. pulled toward right center field. Wang has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, Ellis.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And we get to watch one of the best right fielders in the game today. He brought home gold last year. We know a right fielder profiles as a huge offensive producer, but this guy covers a ton of ground all the way to the foul line with a strong throwing arm.
In now, Ellis Means, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
He tried the surprise attack there with the bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. Fastball just inside.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Liner toward right center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Hey, sometimes you need a little bit of luck too as a pitcher. This ball absolutely scorched. Actually hit so hard that it wasn't able to drive run it.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I know that ball was hit on the line. Surprised the third base coach held him with 2 outs.
Steve Rice is at the plate and he checks his swing for ball one.
They say the toughest pitch in baseball is a located fastball. I disagree. That nasty slot.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So a 3-run shot to left center, his second home run of the game as they move on top 4-0.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Stepping in now, Theo Rice. Trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single.
Now batting, third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
To the plate now, Bruce Sanders. Pitch out, nothing doing. 3 runs already home here. And that's off his leg on the mound. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Stepping into the box, Juan Hernandez, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Now a fastball to start the third, that misses, it's ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here, it's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central. Set to get his day started, William Wise, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. Throw not in time to get him, and how about that? An unlikely infield single. Runner at first following the error. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Bryce Lewis. Now the 1-0. Pops this one up. Sanders in foul ground, but this will land untouched. The 1-1 pitch. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike two. Runner at first here, one man out. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
That gets down, and the inning continues. Wise ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Great piece of hitting here. Man on first, and they're playing in the pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A ball and a strike now. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. In at second safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
Yeah, and giving up an RBI double is always painful, but even more so when there are 2 outs in the inning. A run had already crossed the plate, and then he gives up a blistering double to allow another run on the board.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Fernandez, a native of the Dominican Republic, is a 15-year Major League vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 man... Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and now it'll be the catcher, John O'Neill. First pitch coming, here it is. Fouled off. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more.
Not your normal put-away pitch, a 2-strike fastball down in the zone, but he was able to get wood on it and foul it away.
And he fouls this one off. Fouled away. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. What does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
So now to the plate, Rodney Myers, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Here's the 0-1. And he pops it up. And that'll get down for a base hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Hey, they're not all beautiful, and they don't all have to be. Just throwing a lawn dart over the third baseman's head right there. Beautiful piece of hit.
Into the box now, Blake Hamby. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Third inning here, already 4-2 our score. That evens it up 1-1.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Now a throw over to first, but the runner's back easily. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on it. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
At the plate now, Ellis Means as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That's popped up. Valido over to his left, and that's the 3rd out. Digging in, Douglas Lamb. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Grounder down the line at 3rd. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker.
And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
The designated hitter.
Striding in, Shinji Sasaki. He flew out in his last at-bat. In there, and it's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one. Mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the pitch.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And digging in is the veteran DH, Steve Rice.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at-bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Quintero is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Here's the first pitch to him. We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, Bruce Sanders.
At the plate, Bruce Sanders. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And it's fouled away. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And standing in as the switch-hitting second baseman, Juan Hernandez. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Hernandez is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing one. Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up, and he fouls this one off. 0-2 home. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. When you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
At the plate, Duke Wang, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. So far this year against Southpaws, Wang is hitting over 4. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. So it's no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Jeffrey Bellamy, and that misses low and away, ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
2 balls and a strike to count. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. John O'Neill is on deck. Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, John O'Neill. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound.
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Well, they've been treating him like a punching bag out there. As we take a look at the line, you can see that he's given up double-digit hits, and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
Stepping in now, Rodney Miles. The tag, and they got him as he couldn't get back to second. Digging in once again, Blake Hamby. He singled his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch out, nothing doing. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-0. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Runner goes for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end. Digging in and looking for more, Sam Quintero. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. No balls and a strike to count. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. In now, Frankie Fernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bouncer up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Douglas Lamb. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Boy, you know what, Dio? This pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
So now to the plate, Omar Valido sent in the air out to straightaway center. Means is there, 2 gone. Settling in now, Shinji Sasaki. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. But little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. Jeremy Lilly enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Stepping up to the plate, Blake Hamby. Here's the first pitch to him. Runs up and gets this one down. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
The center fielder, number 74, Ellen Lee.
To the plate now, Ellis Means, as he'll run up to bunt here, but misses for strike 1. No hits to this point. Runners on the move for second. One attempt misses. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Now a look and a throw back to second, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And in the end, the tag appears to have been a bluff. He's back to second. So striding forward now, Judd, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a base hit on the line. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 5-2.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Well, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
look, now the pitch. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Runners on first with one down. Ground ball left side. Fielded cleanly. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on ML. Seventh inning ready to roll. And set to go is the second baseman, Juan Hernandez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
William Wise is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ballgame.
Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Wow, that was a pretty good 2-strike slider right there. I think that would fool them, and the umpire too.
Well, he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. William Wise is down for the first out in the 7th inning. From the stretch.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
That's popped up. Rice in foul ground. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. And another foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Now back, right fielder.
At the plate, Duke Wang. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive.
Pull it to second base. A fine play, and that ends the inning.
For the traditional 7th-inning stretch.
Striding in once again, Theo Rice. First delivery to him on the way. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Now back, the third baseman, Xanadu.
At the plate now, Bruce Sanders. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Scooped up to second for 1. On to first, a double play. Ready now, Jeffrey Bellamy. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit in the air down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. And he makes the catch in the corner. Stepping up now, Sam Quintero. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
And right into the shift, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in, Frankie Fernandez is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Rice is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. So digging in now, Douglas Lamb. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back, and the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and next will be the power hitting catcher, John O'Neill. He'll go after the first pitch here as the fastball's hit foul off to the right, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee and middle of the plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
He's running at third. Number 5.
Here's a look over at first, just keeping him close. Into the box, Rodney Myers. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Quintero is there, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batter, number 54.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. This one's down to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. Jack Dooley answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble. Standing in now, Ellis Means, as he runs up to bunt but can't make contact. That's strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a ground ball to third. There's one. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over.
Your attention, please. Now catching, number 5.
striding in to start the ninth, Omar Valido, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command, 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Around first, he's digging for second. And this will bang up against the wall. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how manager's thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if this teammate can bring it home.
Juan Hernandez comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. 2-0 now. Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 5-3 ball game.
Man, I don't know how, but they've been booting the ball all over the yard, and they still have the lead. Sometimes you win despite your defense instead of because of it. But they can't keep doing this and expect to be successful.
Stepping in now, William Weiss. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs, I don't think he's working around him.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out and a runner on second base. Swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. The run scores from second. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get 1 knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Well, I tell you what, we're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team, too.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, it's probably a double play ball, but that just wasn't happening here. Good job to make sure of one, though.
Into the box now, Duke Wang. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Well, I got to be honest. I didn't think he had 9 innings in him. But he battled, and he finished the game, and he picked up the win along the way, too.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Falcons jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Bueno Tuiasosopo earns the win, his second, turning in a very strong complete game effort. So that's a wrap for us on this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Blazers and the Jaguars. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Cobra Cole will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
Standing in, Richard Richardson. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The center fielder, Richardson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. The 2-1 hit out towards second, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting second, the left fielder, Dizzy.
At the plate, Nori Dizzy, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch on its way.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. And there's out number 2.
Batting third, the catcher, Mad Dog Jackson.
Stepping in, Mad Dog Jackson. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. He's set. Here it comes. This is skied out toward right. Long run for the right fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Abe Laws, the lefty from Arizona, gets the ball. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Number 5, Alejandro.
At the plate, T.J. Waters. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for Jupiter, the shortstop.
Now here's the pitch.
T.J. Waters.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Into the box now, Jose Ramos. As he'll take a look at ball one. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They've been pretty much unstoppable the last couple of weeks or so. Winners of 9 straight ball games.
Matty, you have a chance to win 9 ball games in a row. All you're thinking about, first off, everything's going right. All facets of the game are coming together. Team is playing exceptionally well right now. But your eyes on that double digits. There's very few teams that rattle off a double-digit win streak throughout the course of the year. They have that opportunity today.
Now at the plate, Nick W. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Pitch on the way.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Down the left field line and deep. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there. But even better job at the plate to take that one.
The 1-2.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. Strike 3. So coming to the plate, Alejandro Rosas. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Here's the 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
To the plate now, Mike Mendez. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Chopped at third. He's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, J.D. Eastman.
Coming to the plate now, J.D. Eastman. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now a breaking ball, but it's low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
3-1 now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. No score here as we play inning number 2. Popped him up. Peralta waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So here's the cleanup hitter, Edgardo Peralta. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night.
Peralta.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Center fielder looking up for the track to the wall. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to right center. 8th home run on the season for him. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
At the plate, Edmundo Ayala. The sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 276 the average coming in for him. 5 homers and 22 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
So now to the plate, Philip Bowen. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. One out, nobody on. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Line drive snagged on a short hop, and there are 2 away now.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Into the box now, Zane Oaks. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
Count even now at 1-1. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. So just the 1 hit in the inning, but it's a home run that pushes him out in front. We've played 2 full. The Jaguars are out in front here, 1-0. Now at the plate, Colt Snow. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here's the pitch. In there, strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
At the plate now, Scott Jordan. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Oh, and 1, here it comes. A dive, and he knocks it down. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner.
The pitcher, Law.
In now, Abe Laws. This will show bunt, but pull it back for ball one. Jordan stands at first with one out. And he pulls back the bunt attempt. 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Now the 2-0 home is a strike. Missed the sacrifice attempt that time.
That's not great form right there, but you can't be surprised. A lot of these guys were not asked to bunt coming up through the minor leagues, so don't expect every sac bunt to get down.
The 2-1 home is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. One there on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Jaguars on top 1-0. Bottom of the third now, and digging in is the outfielder, Christian Berry.
The center fielder, Christian Berry.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounded to short, reined in. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Cobra Cole. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch.
No, that's low.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Popped him up. Snow moving to his left. 2 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, TJ Water.
Digging in the switch hitter, TJ Waters. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
You have to be careful. You can't sleep on the bunt right here, even with 2 outs. They're playing him back, but this guy can handle the bat.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a liner. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the base hit here nets him a base runner with 2 away as we check out the league leaders in team batting average here in May. And you can see there that they're currently residing in 2nd place in the NL in that category. Into the box now, Jose Ramos. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder coming on. And he's able to get there on the long run. And he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. Set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Richard Richardson.
Richardson.
Now here it comes.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 is a slider taken for a ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 now.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Fouled away. No walks yet. Here's the delivery.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Waters into shallow left, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The left fielder, number 24, Mercury. Dizzy.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Nori Dizzy comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
The catcher, number 39, Mad Dog Jackson.
Now batting, Mad Dog Jackson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year, and this ball game is tied at 1.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
The batter, the right fielder.
To the plate now, Alejandro Rosas, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The 0-1 delivery, and no swing apparently. Ball 1. A 1-1. Swing and a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. This one's flared off to the right side. Right fielder coming on. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knots things up. Bottom of the 4th coming up. All even now at 1-1. Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Nick W.
The left fielder, Nick W.
Here comes the first pitch. Late that time for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. fouled off. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
I got the count 1 and 2. I got the count 2 and 2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Edgardo Peralta.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Edgardo Peralta. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
And it's fouled away. One out, nobody on. The count now at 2-2. Now the pitch. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Ready for another chance? Edmundo Ayala. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Ready with the 0-1. Ground ball right side. He's got it to second for 1. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Now at the plate, Philip Bowen. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Lifted down the line in left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Mike Mendez. He's set, and the pitch. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
0-1 pitch on its way. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Here's the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Into the box, J.D. Eastman, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. In the dirt. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
At the plate, Colt Snow. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Zane Oakes. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The 3-2 pitch. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Center fielder going back. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Number 13 for him on the year. As they take the lead, it's 2-1.
See the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
So now to the plate, Christian Berry. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And there's ball one. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Stepping in now, Cobra Cole, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. A runner at first with no outs here. Ball 2.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle of the order power guy.
The 2-0 on the way.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The 2-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Standing in now, TJ Waters. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Into the box now, Jose Ramos, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Second and third here, 1 man out. Line drive to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. The throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, A line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Now at the plate, Nick W., runner in scoring position with Cigar. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he falls behind 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 148 for his career, as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
In now, Edgardo Peralta. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Peralta is one of the very few left-handed bats that displays a lot of power against left-handed pitching. He drives the ball well in these matchups, which simply has not been the case very often in baseball. This one also hit deep to left field. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. Solo shot here to left, his second of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. Here comes Bob Melvin out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. James Ray is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Now batting, second baseman, Edmundo.
At the plate now, Edmundo Ayala. Now this ball's hit deep to left field. Gone! You got to be kidding me. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty V. How about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you pick the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a home run this one.
At the plate, Philip Bowen. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And another foul ball. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. But they managed to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Jupiter is on top here 7-1. Coming to the plate now, Scott Jordan. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball 1. Counts 1-0.
The 1-0.
Inside, ball 1.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
The 2-0. And he fouls this one off. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The pitcher, number 56.
Lucius Rojas will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Lays off 1-0. 261 the average coming into action here. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. When he finds his spot there, 1-1. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. The pitch. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He stays alive, still 2-2. Hit softly down the line at first, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number 13. Richardson.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Richardson. From the stretch.
Ball.
Two out, nobody on. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
2 balls and a strike now. high and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. He's right there, throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Mike Diaz gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and standing in the outfielder, Zane Oaks.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, Christian Berry.
Now in the box, Christian Berry. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. 1 out, nobody on. And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Now batting, the pitcher, Cobra Cole.
Stepping in now, Cobra Cole, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0 home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Richardson is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the shortstop, TJ Waters.
Ready once again, TJ Waters, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, he's not quite as powerful on the left side. He's certainly not Chipper Jones, who had pop from both sides of the plate. Much more pop hitting right-handed.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
To the plate now, Jose Ramos, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Line, that's a base hit into left field. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
The left fielder, number 2, Nick W.
Into the box, Nick W. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. A pause and the 0-2. And yet another foul ball here as this finds the seats, and the count will remain at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This one's down to third. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as this side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 7th inning coming up. The Jaguars lead this one 8-1. Stepping into the box, Nori Dizzy 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
The 1-0 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Swing and a miss. 3-1. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
Fell behind early in this one 3-0 and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 39, Mad Dog Jackson.
Digging in, Mad Dog Jackson. He's set. Here it comes. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well. which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
A ball and a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
The right fielder, number 5, Alejandro Rosas.
Into the box now, Alejandro Rosas, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. The 1-2.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Standing in, Mike Mendez. First delivery to him on the way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Slider laid off for a ball. To 1-2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Smoked on the ground left side.
And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Eastman.
Skipper out of the dugout making the slow trek to the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So a good performance here in this one as he'll give a tip of the cap to the home crowd after he departs, yielding just 2 earned runs. Quincy Roberts will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. So now to the plate, J.D. Eastman, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning. Because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
3-0 to him now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The batter, the shortstop.
So striding in, Colt Snow. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. He's set and the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Oakes is there and he'll make the catch to retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
but a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. The Jaguars are out on top 8-2. Edgardo Peralta will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Now the pitch.
0-1's the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Standing in now, Edmundo Ayala. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. One out, nobody on. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossom.
Bob Melvin's going to make his way out for a conference at home plate, and it looks like we're going to have a double switch here. Jimmy Painter will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Junior Rodriguez is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 7, Junior Rodriguez.
In now, Philip Bowen, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Hot shot down the line. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. Throw into second. And he is out, trying for 2 bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI here. To the plate now, Zane Oates. Fouled off. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now here's the pitch. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. Two out, nobody on. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Jupiter is out in front, 9-2. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Scott Jordan. First pitch of the at-bat. Slow roller out to short. Fielded cleanly, and he is in there.
No question that he's going to be docked for a throwing error there. Looked like the first baseman couldn't decide which way to turn the glove, and by the time he decided, it was too late. Runner on board with the error.
Into the box, Junior Rodriguez, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Here he comes on 2-0.
3-0.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
The center fielder, number 13, Richard.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Richardson. First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
First and second here with nobody out. Hit in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Ready for another shot now. Nori, Dizzy. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
So stepping in, Mad Dog Jackson, who comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line.
The last at bat, Nettie D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
A runner on first with 2 away. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
Hit hard to third, right to him. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 1 run on no base hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Jaguars are out in front 9-3. Striding into the box, Christian Berry. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
The center fielder, Christian.
First pitch on its way.
Nope, outside.
Painter is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Offered it a low one there, but came up empty.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Alex Santana will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Alex Santana.
And that's in there for strike 1. He comes into this one at 248. 3 homers and 15 RBIs. Down and away, ball one. Nobody out, runner on first. Ball two with a sinker that runs off the inside.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1.
That's out.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with one strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1. And he lays off, ball four. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, T.J. Waters. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Comes set and the 0-1. And the pitch takes off inside and it gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
Strike 2 up in the zone. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Out of play off to the right. This is on the ground over to first. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now back, first baseman, Jose Ramos.
Stepping in, Jose Ramos. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right there. Maybe sit off speed.
Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. To second now, but he's safe as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Man, if I was on the mound, I would not let this guy hurt me. He's been tearing the cover off the ball the entire series, and he drives 2 more in right here.
He is definitely a man on a mission, and he's making a huge impact. Tony Tabaco comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. At the plate, Nick W. as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. A couple of RBIs for him already and a chance for more here. The 1-0 home.
Count 2-1.
Still only 1 out in the inning. fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
The 3-1 pitch. 3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Edgardo Peralta. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Has a look, now the pitch. First and second now, 1 man out. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We've played 8 full. Jupiter is out in front here, 11-3. Rafael Costa comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Alejandro Rosas, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 0-2 delivery. High in the air out to center field. Berry is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Mike Mendez.
Stepping into the box, Mike Mendez. First pitch on its way.
Nope. Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. And there's the first strike, 2-1.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
The 2-1 home.
Count is 3-1.
J.D. Eastman is on deck. Bases are empty, 1 man out. it's fouled away. Three-two pitch is in there. A called strike three.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Into the box, J.D. Eastman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. No hits to this point. One-0 count. Here it is. Up top, it's 2-0. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Francisco Barreto will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Barreto.
Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Barreto is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He was a first-round pick during the 2020 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And he misses, 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Now this small but vocal crowd come to their feet. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Now back, second baseman, Scott Jordan.
Digging in, Scott Jordan. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
And that's too high, ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Ball 3.
Boy, nothing working for him at this point. It's 3-0.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
And no doubt about this one. It's in there, 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. 11-3 the final score in this contest. The Jaguars put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board. Cobra Cole earns his 5th winner of the year. Abe Laws struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 11 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the visitors, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 42 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.